Hi children, welcome back to our social class. So last week we were discussing about our sixth chapter, understanding our criminal justice system. Okay, so now we shall continue with the chapter. The first one is First Information Report or FIR. What is FIR? First Information Report. So it is with the registration of an FIR that the police can begin their investigation into a crime. So once you file an FIR, the police starts investigating into a crime. And the law states that it is compulsory for an officer in charge of a police station to register an FIR whenever a person gives information about a cognizable offense. So whenever a person goes and gives a complaint to the police, they have to write it out, okay, and they have to file an FIR. So this information can be given to the police either orally or in written or in writing. Okay, so you can give it by oral or by writing. The FIR usually mentions the date, time and place of the offense. Okay, so the date, time and place of offense, the details, basic fact of the offense, including a description of the events. So all this will be there in the FIR. And if the person is known, the identity of the accused person and the witnesses is also mentioned. Okay, so these are the first thing what they do. So they write up the investigations in a paper, okay, and that is called your FIR. Now the FIR also states the name and address of the complainant. So who is giving the complaint? So their name and address will be written there. There is a prescribed form in which the police registers an FIR and it is signed by the complainant. Okay, so they have a format for that. So the complainant also has a legal right to get a free copy of the FIR. Okay, so now in this picture you can see how an FIR looks like. Okay, now let's see what is the role of the public prosecutor. Okay, so a public prosecutor represents the interest of the state. Okay, that is, so the public prosecutor is the advocate who stands in favor of the state. Okay, so role of the prosecutor begins once the police has conducted the investigation and filed the charge sheet in the court. So once they'll file the FIR, they'll do the investigation, and after the investigation they'll file a charge sheet in the court. Okay, then the proceeding starts in the court. So he or she has no role to play in the investigation. Whom? The public prosecutor. Prosecutor must conduct the prosecution on behalf of the state. As an officer of the court, it is his or her duty to act impartially. So the public prosecutor should be impartial and they should present the full and material facts, witnesses and evidences before the court to enable the court to decide the case. Okay, so this is the role of the public prosecutor. Now we are going to see about the role of a judge. Okay, so the judge is like an umpire in a game, isn't it? So umpire decides who wins or who loses. So the judge is like an umpire and conducts the trial impartially and in an open court. Okay, so the judge is impartial and it is conducted in an open court. The judge hears all the witnesses and any other evidences present by the prosecution and the defense. Okay, so the prosecutor as well as the defense lawyer. So who is this defense lawyer? He is the person who stands by the witness. Okay, the judge hears all the witnesses and any other evidences present by the prosecution and the defense, and the judge decides whether the accused person is guilty or innocent on the basis of the evidence presented, okay, and in accordance with the law. Okay, so he decides who is guilty and innocent. And if the accused is convicted, then the judge pronounces the sentence. What is the sentence? It is the final order of the judge. Okay, so he may send the person to jail or impose a fine or both, depending on what the law prescribes. So based on the law, he decides whether to send him to jail or just impose a fine. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you, children.